Hello guys, Oscar here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today, I am on the wrong side of my little pathway, but today we're learning all about this guy, the Minecraft note block, and basically how you can get started in making really cool basically pieces of music. And a lot of people have seen those super cool videos of people who just spent hours and hours and actually made their own what is it? They basically made covers of entire songs, like 3-minute, 4-minute songs, using just these note blocks. And basically, I can get started into that kind of world. Now, I'm gonna say something before we actually get into this video. This is not my first time recording this video, so if things seem a little weird, that's probably why. And it's just if it's not as natural, because I've already gone through all this, and I actually at the end you'll see what I had to do and get rid of and fix up and all that. But yeah, so that's why things might seem a little weird. And the reason why I had to re-record is because I didn't realize that Bandicam, at least in the settings that I had it doesn't record the game audio. I just had it in regular screen recording mode, so for just the video basically, and then I had it situated on my Minecraft. But so with that doesn't record the Minecraft sounds, and I didn't realize that until now, because in the past it wasn't really an issue. You know, I can hear the sounds, and it's not that big of a factor in my videos. But obviously a note block tutorial needs Minecraft sounds, so you can hear the different pitches and how to use it and all that. So I basically deleted all that footage, and then apparently got a couple bad starts. That's why I was over here. I was already recording, and then my brother came bursting into my room. But yeah, we're getting off topic. But yeah, so this is the second recording, and yeah, we're learning about this note block. And I also figured out how to use air blocks in Minecraft, so that's a cool thing now. And yeah. So there's this guy, right? The note block. And as most of you know, it makes sound when powered with redstone. So the three basic sort of building blocks or components in one of these types of circuits are obviously the note block itself, a power source to start the circuit, and then a repeater. The repeater not so much for extending the signal and keeping it going along, but more for the timing side of it. Because if you've seen other videos, then you know that a repeater can be set to different ticks for delay. So this would be like 1/10 of a second, or 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, and so on. And that's basically how you time your music so that you can get the right rhythm. And those are the three basic building blocks. Now the note block, this is by far the most complicated one, and as a lot of you might know, it makes different noises based on what type of block it's sitting on. And so I spent a long time putting out all the blocks in Minecraft that make the certain sound. So yeah, we'll get to that part, I guess, now. Is that there? I don't need that. Okay, well, anyway, to get things started, you got the sound of the double bass, right? Listen. Okay, that's hard to hear. Let's go in here, jukebox and note blocks. Let's get that more at 80. That seems like good volume. Yeah, a little better. Yeah, so you got the double bass sound, right? And that's basically everything wood is the double bass. So as you can see, I laid out all the planks, all the logs, all the strip logs, all just the strip wood, and then all the bark blocks out, and then of course bookshelves, and then all the slabs, and all the stairs. And then note blocks themselves, funnily enough, jukeboxes, crafting tables, trapped and untrapped trapped and regular chests, the fences, daylight sensors, all the banners, and then signs, and then fence gates, which I put at the end because I forgot about them. Those are all the blocks, and that will, at least that I could think of, or going through it, the ones that I saw that would make that double bass sound. And if you guys have a question about any blocks, what sound they make, I'll test it out myself, and I'll respond to your comments down below. And yeah, that's double bass. Bad timing there. Next up, you got sand and your powders, kind of. So they make this sound, snare drum. And with that, it's fairly small. It's just sand. Actually, it's not that small. But sand, red sand, gravel, soul sand, and then all the concrete powders. So any of the the solid blocks that will fall, for the most part, that's what that would be. All the sort of powders and sands. And yeah, that make a snare drum sound. And here, I don't really know how to describe this next sound as anything other than a click, or like two drumsticks being hit together. But they make this sound. And that's just all your glass. So you got just your regular old glass, then you got the white glass underneath there. Hard to tell. And you just got white glass, and then you have all the other colors of stained glass, and then of course glass panes. Oh, I forgot I broke that by accident in the last one. Where is that? That wasn't here, I think. This bad boy, yeah. Nope, never mind. Okay, this might take a bit. Not too bad actually. Yeah, there. Now that's all the, then yeah, of course, all the glass panes, and then the 3 glass light emitting light sources. So you got sea lanterns, glowstone, and beacons. Those will all make that sort of stick, like clicky sound. Now this is by far the biggest one. This one took me so long to get, and that's the bass drum. So you hear that sound? That's really cool, like a subwoofer type sound. I like it a lot, but there's a lot of stone. And I left out the monster brick varieties too, which also make this sound. But basically you've got, you know, smooth stone, or just stone, whatever you want to call it. You got your granites, your diorites, your andesites, cobblestone, all your ores, all your sort of fancy blocks, which are what is it? Quartz, red sandstone, sandstone, stone. I think this is a smooth stone block. I think, yeah, just smooth stone. Bricks, and then this isn't so much decorative, but it's mossy cobblestone, obsidian, purpur, all the stone bricks, nether bricks, and endstone bricks, quartz, prismarine, red nether bricks, and then magma, of course. It's like a rock basically. It's not even a processed, like refined thing like these. Sandstone, like all the red sandstone, I should say. The dead coral, the live coral. And, yep, once again, air blocks. More nether bricks or nether blocks that I forgot about and put at the end. Then all the slabs, of course, all the stairs, of which there are a lot more than I used to think. This is a furnace, I do believe. Yep. And then bedrock, and then cobblestone walls, and then you get this sort of your utilities. And that would be is it end portal frames? That's not really a utility. Ender chests, and then what is it? Enchantment tables, and then you get the what is it? The nether brick fence, which should probably go over here actually. That would probably make more sense. And then you get into the glazed terracotta, obviously, and then regular terracotta, and then all the clays, or not the clays, the concretes, and then finally shulker boxes. Oh, and I forgot there's redstone stuff too. These are the like dispenser or dropper dispenser and observers. Those are all the stone blocks that will make that sound. You can also just look it up too. The wiki is a really useful site. And then, yeah, I didn't space these out very well, of course, and but then these top 3, I've tested this with like blue ice and regular ice. It's just the packed ice that will make that sound. It's just the regular unhardened clay, and it's just gold blocks that will make this sound, not the other decorative solid blocks. But the gold block will make this sound. It's cool. Like it's almost like not a xylophone. What is it called? It's like a xylophone, but it makes that sound. You know, it's metal. I can't think of the name for it right now. But yeah, then with the clay, you get this sound. It's a flute. And then you get a really cool like bell tone with ice. I like that one. And then those are those, other than bone blocks, those are the only unique blocks where that'll make a single unique sound. Because then you get wool, which makes this sound, which is really cool. It's like a guitar. And that's just this. It's actually it's a lot. That's all it is. I tried it with beds. I tried it with carpet. It just works with the full blocks. And then you get bones, which is really like a xylophone. And then any other block in Minecraft that you can place these on will make this sound, which I can't really place. It sounds like piano to me, but it sounds like a combination of like 50 different sounds if I listen for different ones. So just this sound, which is cool. And those are all the different like tonalities or colors or whatever you want to call them for note blocks. And that's every single one in Minecraft 1.13. And then yeah, that's how, like those are sort of the basis. Like it's, you know, rhythm and pitch. Those are basically what make music. And this is the pitch side of it. Now you get onto the rhythm, which is actually going to be part of that. So actually that's not pitch. That's just tonality. So pitch you want to change by clicking this. Basically, I'm gonna get a fresh note block because in case I hit that. But pitch will go up a half step every single time, or a semitone. If you don't know what a half step is, maybe you know what a semitone is. And that's just chromatic. Like, listen to this. Yep, and it basically just goes up by one half step every single time. And for all you, just for easy reference, One thing I looked up was that 1 octave is exactly 12 semitones. So if you want to raise a whole song by an octave to get lower or something, which I had to do over in the far thing back there, you'll find out about that later. You can just do 12 semitones for every one of your note blocks, and then there you go. You'll be raised up 1 octave. And actually, I should probably explain what an octave is for some people who don't know. So right now you got like those two sounds, right? But when you raise this thing up 12 semitones, you get an octave, which is, now these both moved up one when I clicked them, but you can still hear the relationship. And as you can tell, it's the same pitch, but it's raised up. So it's a different number of hertz, I guess you could say, but it's the same pitch. And that's basically how you change pitch on a note block. It's pretty simple. Just right-click it, and there you go. Goes up by a half step. And then now onto why we need repeaters. That's part of our thing. We need timing, of course. So the way, just as an example, the way you would, or I guess I should start earlier. So before you start thinking about rhythm and whatnot, you can think of the song you want, and you can usually most songs you can divide into 4 really simple parts. And actually, I think almost all music you can divide up into 4 parts. That would be the rhythmic accompaniment, the bass line, and then the melody, and then the counter melody or harmony. And those, for a lot of people, are pretty self-explanatory, but a rhythmic accompaniment is just a pretty repetitive kind of like jam on towards the side, like pianos or drums, and then those would just sort of accompany it. That's why it's called that. And then of course the bass line is just sort of the underlying beat, the drive of the music, which as a trombonist I love. That's my favorite part of the music. And then you get, of course, melody, which is just the main part that you listen to. It rides off of the harmony, which rides off of the harmony, which basically it goes often it goes in opposites of the melody, or just follows it sometimes, or breaks off. Often breaks off into its own thing, and that's always the hardest one to do, is the harmony or the counter melody. But here's a basic. I can't really tell if it's a bass line or a rhythmic accompaniment because they kind of do both, but you'll recognize this. Right? You guys probably know that, or if you don't listen to enough Queen. Yeah, and so the way I did that pretty easily was I laid out the sounds I wanted. So I wanted, of course, 2 bass drums, and then I thought I need a hi-hat, so I put a hi-hat there. Listened to it, I didn't really like it, so I took the click 2, put that there, and then that was basically one block apart. That was what I wanted to hear. I got out of pitch and out of time. That's what I wanted to hear. So I linked up my first one to this, of course, because it's the first thing you click. That'll be that. And then I just linked them up basically like this. And then I went and I got repeaters, and I just went like right here, and then right here. And then eventually I added this on, actually, so I didn't need that afterward. But you would just add repeaters here. And they listen to it. Too fast, of course. So okay, let's try that again. A little more. Okay, that one's good, I think. Now this one we need to work on, and I just know this already. It's 4 ticks because I've tried this. There you go. And if you were to adjust for pitch, that's when you would do that. Now is you would click up and down and do any research you wanted to and whatnot to try and get pitch. And one thing I love about note blocks is that, I mean, they always work in 1/10 of a second, right? But that can confuse a lot of people because they overthink it. They think, oh, I need to account for the beats per minute, and I need to account for the tempo, which is the beats per minute, and I need to do a bunch of math and get it all perfectly right. Well, with Minecraft, you can never get it perfectly right without changing the initial tempo. So what I do is I just play it by ear, and my brain do the work, and then when it sounds right, it's basically right. So there's not going to be some musician listening to you and going, that doesn't sound 100% exactly right. No, it's gonna, because you can't get it exactly right without changing even the tempo, in which would, I mean, it would be the same song, but it wouldn't be exactly the same. So if you want the exact same BPM and everything for a song, it's impossible in Minecraft. Don't try it. You're gonna have a really rough time for a really long time, and that's gonna be bad. But this is a pretty simple one with the bassline type. This thing, I don't know if it's rhythmic accompaniment or bassline, but that's usually the best place to start. You know, it's the foundation. It's sort of the drive behind the music. And then after bassline, I usually do rhythmic accompaniment, and then I do melody, because the harmony comes off the melody, so I do melody next. And after a lot of experimentation, the same process as over there, I got this. Wait, hold on. So It's not perfect, as you can hear. And honestly, it sounded a little wrong for me just for a second, but if you think you got mud on your face, you big disgrace, you know that song? Yeah. So I mean, it is actually, it did sound a little bit wrong when I first heard it, but if you really listen to it, and especially if you listen to it next to the actual song, it's gonna sound better. And now this is the part of the video that I struggled on last time. It took me quite a while. I actually might edit some stuff out. But I decided to show my progress and my process here rather than just telling you. I showed you a little here, but like to show the whole process, I'm going to just on the fly make the bass line for Seven Nation Army. Hopefully you know that song too, otherwise you're not a true music fan. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna on the fly try to do that. Wish me luck. This is gonna be absolutely great. It should be awesome. I think double bass would be good, so I'm gonna get some music. Of course I'm getting music, but some wood. And then I need, what is it, redstone dust down here. Actually, there's stuff over there. I'm just gonna waste my own time and do it like this anyway. So how do we want to do this, right? So you just gotta think like, so we want this kind of thing. So how does that go? Just dun 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 dun. So that'd be dun 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 dun. And my voice can't go that far. But yeah, so there, that's gonna be our, like, that's gonna be the actual notes basically, and then we time them differently. So I can do this. I extend it all out, and I do remember from last time that I did have to like change the timing on one of them, and that messed up the whole one. But I'm gonna do that anyway, just to show that that sometimes you just have to adjust the timing, and it can mess you up. And so there, and then we want leads going into all these, of course, and then all of that. And one thing you could always do too, if you really wanted to, is you could put a repeater right here if you had a single note that you wanted to delay even more. But I don't know, I usually don't do that, but I don't really need to. So we got to think, right? We got the dun dun, that's a decent delay, so let's just go dun dun, start small, right? Way too fast. Okay, a little better. Now this is where it wasn't long enough. So what I want to do is extend this out, because if I do one here, then I'm just gonna have to do another one right here, or through all these, and that's just gonna be a lot of work. So I am going to adjust all this over. So I want that there, that there, that there. Oh shoot! And I want the rest of dust to keep track of where I am, and then do that, and then I'm gonna do all of these. Don't need to do that, darn it. And then I'm just gonna adjust them all over. Oh shoot. And it shows sometimes you just have to do that. And then yeah, so there you go, there's that. And then we can get rid of this because we don't need that. And we can get rid of this, and we can get rid of this, and we can get rid of this, and then we can get rid of this, and then we can get rid of this. And then we can add one there. Get rid of all these. And then just leads again. Boom, 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 boom. Didn't need to change the pitch there, darn it. And then there, we got that. Okay, so is this gonna be enough of a delay? Maybe a little more. I like that one. That sounds good to me. So it goes done, done, done. So that's not gonna have as much delay, so we probably don't need another repeater. Oh, we could link it up, that would probably help too. Too much delay, or too little delay. That doesn't sound bad. That's a pretty good time. So done, 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 done. And that should be probably an even delay as all the other ones, so we already know that. But I'm just gonna start with the first one just to make sure. So not enough delay. Let's do more. I think yeah, the way it's swung. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And then I think if we do 3 ticks here and here, that could be good. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm showing you guys this because the whole underlying idea behind this is just experiment. Don't get focused on technical stuff. Just try it out. It's gonna sound right eventually, and you're like, trust your ear. That's what my director tells us a lot of times when we're trying to play in tune and we overshoot. He's like, trust your ear. Your ear knows a lot better than you do about how things sound. And if you overthink it, that's when you mess up. So just do it until it sounds good, and trust that it does sound good. It probably will. So okay, then that's gonna want a decent delay here. Well, that could probably be a problem there. Not enough delay, so I'm gonna want an extra repeater just to make sure that this is good. And then we do that. Let's see if that extra tick helped. Still no. Just a little more, I think. Let's try the next one. I like that. I like that a lot. So now we got the underlying rhythm. Now we need to pitch it though, because right now it sounds it's monotone, it's boring, it's not that great. So we got to try and pitch it up, or actually not. Well, pitch it at all, not necessarily pitch it up. But so I think that's a good starting pitch. So it was done. And that's the same pitch. So done, done, done. Let's try one. Let's do a whole step. Whole steps, 2 half steps, obviously. So okay, I like that. But I don't think these are gonna have to go lower, and this is already the lowest a note block can go. So we're gonna have to pitch the whole thing up by an octave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so we got it. Let's hear, just make sure it sounds right still. It does not sound right, but that should go up higher, I think. Okay, so yeah, this part sounds good. So it goes done, 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 done. Same one, okay. Done. That should be 1 lower, so that means we should go up 11 from the starting, right? Because it's 1 half step lower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't know if I did that right. Kind of lost track. Okay, so that obviously needs to be even lower, so let's go up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that one, I think this one should be at least that one should be lower than this one. That one should be lower than that one. So that one was up 10. So that one, let's go up 8 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that one should. Let's go up 6 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this should sound decent at least. Okay, 1 higher. I feel like that's not enough delay right there, but it's the last one, so let's just try this. I'm hoping that's enough, because I don't want to extend this out again. That is the baseline for Seven Nation Army. We know that. And yeah, with that awesome riff, I think that rounds out our video. Thanks for watching this far, and honestly, I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna change my ways a little bit. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, whatever. I'd appreciate it. It really helps me sort of weed out the bad videos and improve for the future. So if you wouldn't mind expressing your thoughts or like showing me how you feel down below, I'd really appreciate it. This has been Oscar, and I'm out. I'll see you later.